That road long and aligned with what the government's energy mix
Yep,
is targeted for two milestones here, 2030 and 2050.
yep.
How are you on that road in meeting those targets?
As far as generation, I think we surpassed our target of contracting more than 1,500 megawatts of distribution. And of course, we're building the largest solar and battery storage complex that will come in next year, and we'll surpass our 1,500 megawatts target of new builds of renewables. So uh, by next year, maybe we can, next year or up to 2027, we will already surpass our renewable targets set up to 2030. And of course, 2040, 2050 is actually a few years later, but I think we're right on track. Uh, so not only on generation, but of course, in terms of electric mobility, we're actually a staunch supporter of electric mobility, in the country. In fact, we've been awarded last year as one of the supporters in the EVAP, Electric Vehicle Association of the Philippines. In 2024, we got the award of one of the pillars that supported the transition to electric vehicle. Internally, we're actually moving to electric vehicles ourselves. No, at this point in time, we have around 7%, no, with a goal of going 25% of our fleet converted to electric vehicles. So we have cars, motorcycles, electric pickups, and maybe soon we're just looking for the right technology. Perhaps even our basket trucks, uh, might be electric or partially electric.
Do you drive an EV?
Well, I have actually a hybrid right now, but of course, my plan is in the next year or so to really convert to a full EV, because I've seen a lot of good pure EVs, especially vans. So, have you seen the latest BYD Max 9? Wow, it's
So
pretty.
you're waiting for the perfect time. So it's a matter of coming to grips with EV. I mean, as a consumer, a prosumer,
Yeah.
you didn't want to jump to EV quickly. You needed a transition hybrid.
Well, I have a hybrid technically because uh, I live in Cavite, no? So, but of course, come to think of it, at a single charge with the range of EVs now, uh, I could charge once a week. Or, well, of course, since I have a house, so I could do daily charging. So it's a matter of really timing, no? Because of course, I wanna run my existing vehicles up to some sort of at least 5 years uh, before I change. But of course, uh, I think if I could sell some of my existing vehicles, I would quickly transition, no? Starting maybe late this year or next year.
Okay, well, it's interesting that you mentioned that transition because every consumer has that journey of also transitioning as technology changes,
Hmm.
and they do need some kind of a middle part.
Yeah.
There are two things with the consumer right now. It's the ability to transition and their willingness.
Yeah.
From the market insights that you get, what are you gaining from customers right now? Are they as willing from say 10 years ago if they are able?
Yeah, I think they're more willing now because
What do you think's driven that?
there's more choices as far as EVs are concerned. I think before there's not a lot of choices, mostly imported and the high-end brands. But right now, I think the market is really flooded with EVs. So the choice as well in terms of what kind of EV, what year, no, in terms of and the cost. I think there's a lot of options right now, and I think in Meralco, our role is also to ensure that we support the installation of charging stations. No, that's why we're in talks, partnerships with a lot of electric, well, charging point operators as well as operators of EVs and stuff. Like I think you've seen our memorandum of understanding with GSM, no? the taxi fleet, no, from Vietnam. So I think you'll see a lot of them now on the road, the green ones. So I think at the time of signing earlier this year, they deployed around 500 uh, taxis, no, taxi fleets. I think at this point in time, they're running thousands. And we're supporting them in terms of putting up their stations, no, as well as charging stations that will support their fleet of taxis. And next up, they will also be aggressively installing public charging stations.